What's going on? Welcome back to Real World Tool Reviews. And today I'm going to talk about Klein multi-bit screwdrivers. Um, I've showed some of these in some other videos. I showed this one in the last video I put up, but this is this one right here is what kind of inspired me to make this video. And it really is just, I realized that I have a good bit of Klein multi-bit screwdrivers that I've built up over the years. And the reason that I have so many is because they have made so many innovations and have so many different kinds. And they're awesome. I just got these few recently. These three I bought recently. Um, these were all kind of on sale on Amazon. I think they still are. Like this one's $20 on Amazon right now. I think these are like 15 a piece or something like that. And I just love the way that they keep coming out with new, and I don't know if none of this stuff is even new, but they keep coming up with different designs for multi-bit screwdrivers for all trades. And I think that's really an awesome thing that a company can do, like a tool company. If you keep innovating, keep making different designs, we will keep buying your tools because we all do different things. And what I am is a maintenance guy, at heart, and a jack of all trades. I work on anything and everything. Whatever has to get done, that's what I do, and that's what my guys do. And so companies like Klein that come out with stuff to fit our needs is what we all love. So I just wanted to go over my little few that I have and give a little shout out to Klein because they deserve it for this. I think it's just an awesome thing that they make and they make a lot of their stuff is still made in the USA. Unfortunately, I don't think any of these screwdrivers are made in the USA except for this one. And this one, I guess I'll talk about this one first. Here's the part number right here, 32619. I think that's the part number. And when you hold this one, it feels better than these ones. And the reason is, I think, just it's made in the USA. The main difference is this blade. Like, this is super, super high quality. And this Phillips bit is incredible. I mean, it just fits, a regular, here's a drywall screw. It fits so tight in there. Like, I can't tell you how tight it is. It's perfectly machined where you can hardly wobble it at all. Whereas, like, if you take the Phillips from this one, which is another great one, but it doesn't fit quite as well. And you can tell when you put it on there, it wobbles a little more. So, but this still is not bad. But this one, this extendable flipper kind, it's got a real long, shaft to it. Let's see how long so it's a 9-inch blade. So you can make this into a super long screwdriver. I always forget. You pull it up this way to push it in, and you push it down this way to pull it up. And it's got Phillips and flat. I'm thinking maybe they might make a square drive version of this, like a Robertson drive version. I'm not sure, but this is an awesome screwdriver. If you like flipper screwdrivers, which I have talked about in other videos, I love just a Phillips and flat flip screwdriver. This is the one right here. This is the Klein reversible, extendable. I don't even know what to call it. It's just an awesome screwdriver. Really cool design. But they've got so many different designs to fit different trades. Like, if you work on appliances and air conditioners, I think maybe this one is the best one for like a maintenance guy like me, really. This is my favorite one probably. And that's the HVAC 8-in-1. Just an awesome, you can hardly see it, it's pretty worn. I've been using this a long time. It's it's got the Phillips flat 1/4 inch. This is a deeper kind of 1/4 inch nut driver like on regular 6-in-1s and stuff, but it's also got a 3/8 here. And then what makes it the best is the slide drive, 1/4 inch and 5/16 magnetic. That makes it where if you work on appliances, refrigerators, washers and dryers, all those little nuts are usually 5/16 or 1/4 inch. And obviously air conditioners, everything's 1/4 inch and 5/16. And then it's got a little thermostat, then a little Schrader valve stem tool, and a little flathead thermostat tool. This is an awesome combination for everyday maintenance work. It's just a perfect little screwdriver. Really love this one. This one I've been using a good bit for electrical work. It's got, the #1 square and the #2 Phillips. This is the heavy duty multi. It's like the 10-in-1. It's like a heavy duty 10-in-1. And so if you're going to do a light switch or a receptacle, you use this #1 square for the screws on the switch, and you take the switch out of the box and put the new one into the box with the Phillips, and it's got a 5/16. It's got a 3/8 nut driver like all the others, and then #2 square, little flat for little plate screws, and a regular flat and small Phillips. Just this one I would say is really good for electrical work, So that's made for your everyday electrician, I would say, That's what this is made for. They got them made for certain things like HVAC tech, appliance guy, electrician, everyday electrician installing devices, That's what this 10-in-1's good for. And then in that same vein, like let's say you're replacing a lot of breakers or something, and you're not, maybe you're more of an industrial electrician or something, maybe, I don't know. This one is the extended 6-in-1, and they make one that comes with just a regular 6-in-1, like kind of like this. Like that just has a big Phillips and flat and a small Phillips and flat. And that's kind of what I thought I was getting, except just an extended version. But this one is actually a flat and a Robertson, a small, a #1 square and a big flat, and a #2 Phillips and a #2 square on the other side. So this one would be good for replacing a lot of breakers, a lot of bigger stuff. Like if you're just replacing breakers, putting in panels or whatever, you're an electrician who does that all the time, this would be good. I like the extended version because sometimes, you can't get something like this into a box or something, or especially one like this doesn't get in tight places, So it's cool to have a 6-in-1 that has that. And I kind of wish that I had the flat, like the Phillips and flat, both sizes of the extended. I might just have to get that too. But this is a cool one that I bought recently. I hadn't even used it yet, but it's neat, Might use it for changing out some breakers or something. I like to use insulated long ones for that, but if you don't have that, this is probably a good one for changing breakers. And then you got, this one is super versatile too. It's kind of like, 2x4 is falling all over the place. It's kind of like the other one. It's extendable, which is really neat. You can extend it to all these different lengths, all the way down to here. And the other thing, I've done a review on this one. I love this screwdriver. it makes a lot of jobs really a lot easier. You can make it this long or that short. It's a little bit different. You just push this down and it goes up and down. Whereas this, you pull it down to pull it up and pull it out to push it down. A little different mechanism, but the same concept. And this thing is impact rated. You can put it in your impact, this bit holder. It's got a super strong magnet, and the handle stores all these bits. And so that makes it a really awesome thing to have in your tool bag for holding all the bits. You know, you can have this in your little drill in your tool bag, and you've got a bit holder, you know, a long bit extension that's impact rated, so you can have your little impact and a bunch of bits for it in your tool bag with this, and you can get a lot done. I've gotten a lot done with this, working on all kinds of stuff. I never am too far away from this one. It lives in my main tool bag. This thing's awesome. And the other thing that's really great is the way it spins. It's got this, you know, it spins independently of the back part, so you can get it pushed against something and with one hand spin it, and that comes in handy sometimes too, especially, you know, stretched out in an awkward place. You can just kind of spin it with one hand, and kind of with the magnet especially too, kind of hold the screw onto something and get it started by spinning it. There's just a lot of stuff that makes this thing really versatile and cool. So that's why I really wanted this. And it's the same concept. It's just a stubby one. And, you know, you can spin it. It's got a smaller impact rated bit holder, which is cool. And it's got just this little bit of bit storage. But a little stubby one is neat. And if you want it to be longer, you can make it a little longer, you know. That's just pretty handy. I hadn't used this one yet, but I will. I'll probably put this one maybe in my, I don't know, I'll put it somewhere. Maybe just keep it in the house, because it's just kind of a nice, like, you can use it like a regular screwdriver for little stuff. Versatile little guy just to have laying around in the house. And then these two stubbies I love. This is my favorite stubby screwdriver that I own. It's just a 6-in-1. Just a 6-in-1 with Phillips and flat, 1/4 inch and 5/16. And you know, just your classic 6-in-1, just tiny. And it's really tiny. I mean, it's stubby. You need a stubby screwdriver. If it's a multi one, you know, you don't want it to be a multi-bit screwdriver that sacrifices stubbiness, you know. Like, even this one kind of does. Like, when you compare this one to this one, it's not that stubby, you know. But this one truly is, you get it in a tight place and it'll work, you know. And you can compare it to, like, here's some stubbies. Here they are. Like, here's a Phillips and a flat stubby, you know, the kind that everybody has. These are the ones I use all the time. Look, it's smaller than them, and it's a 6-in-1. So that makes this an awesome tool to have. I keep it in my little plumbing pouch, and it just, when I really need like a stubby like 5/16 to reach behind somewhere on an air conditioner or on a hot water heater. Those a lot of times hot water heaters will be installed with the little panels to get to the thermostats and stuff pointed towards the corner of a closet, and you'll have to reach back there and take off the little 5/16 screw for the plate. Stuff like that, great for that, you know, right up against a wall somewhere. And then this one I got because it's almost as stubby, but it's ratcheting. It's a little bit longer, but when you are in a tight spot and you need to get on something and you don't have a lot of room, it often helps to have a ratcheting mechanism so you don't have to readjust, pull it off, or whatever, you know, or spin it and try not to get it off the fastener. You just can ratchet it, and that really helps in a tight spot. So that's why I got this one. And this is the one I actually use the most I keep this one in a little tray in my truck, and anytime I need a stubby, for the most part, this is the one that I use. And then I keep this one in my little blue plumbing kit for reaching up stuff in faucets and stuff like that. But yeah, the ratcheting one's great, and you can just turn it and make it a regular one if you want to, make it so it doesn't ratchet. But man, I mean, and this is probably like maybe half of the ones that they make. I mean, I don't even own an 11-in-1, the kind that has the Torx on it too. Everybody has the 11-in-1. That's what the most famous Klein one is. I don't even have that one. But this one I think is my favorite. Not just because it's made in the USA, but that does, I'm partial to things that are made in the USA. And this made in the USA Klein one is, I mean, it's awesome, but it also just is the highest quality. And I'm just really a fan of how you can extend it and make it super long. And the other thing about it is it's not jiggly at all. It feels just like this screwdriver and this long Phillips screwdriver feel the same in terms of like solid. This bit does not jiggle around, like this does. It feels all flimsy and stuff just because that's the nature of multi-bit screwdrivers. This one is not like that, and that is really a big deal to me. I hate a jiggly feeling screwdriver. So this being able to have two sides but have the feel of a regular screwdriver is awesome. The only thing, Klein, that I would love to see is if you would make multi-bit screwdrivers like this, like this, like this, and like this, without the rubbery handles. The rubber handles are nice, and I know a lot of people like it better. Most people probably do. But I love the classic acetate handle screwdrivers, They just feel better to me. They don't get as dirty and sticky. That's the main problem I have with the rubbery handles is when you get them greasy and sticky, they really are not fun. And these, you can just wipe them off and they'll just last forever. I love this one. We've talked about them on this channel a lot, the Vacos. And these ones you can still buy in a set. They're made in the USA. And guess who owns them? Klein. Klein owns this company. I believe that these tips are the same tips that are on Klein screwdrivers. So someday, I hope, Klein, you can make it happen where you can make these type of multi-bit screwdrivers with these type of handles, have your really cool designs, but just, incorporate it into the classic kind of Vaco handle. Come out with the Vaco line of multi-bit screwdrivers, like there used to be really awesome Vaco multi-bit screwdrivers, back in the day. And if you could make these with different handle options, maybe even different color options, I think they'd sell through the roof. I mean, man, I know I would buy all of them. And, it's not out of the realm of possibility. This is a plastic handle just with a rubber coating around it. So maybe just kind of design something like this that has all these different innovative functions. That's what I have to say about it. Like and share and write comments if you agree with me that you want acetate handle multi-bit Kleins, because I think that would be freaking awesome. So, but anyway, that's not to say anything bad about Klein, because they're one of the companies that is still making new stuff, still innovating, still trying to fit the needs of tradespeople, and that is, few and far between these days. The companies that are doing it are, becoming less and less. So we need to support the ones that do, because we need good tools, and the world changes every day. And when the world changes, you need new tools. You need tools to change too, so you can fix all the crazy shit they come up with. So Anyway, that's all my Klein multi-bit screwdrivers. That's my whole spiel on Klein multi screwdrivers. I really love them. I know a lot of you guys do too. So anyway, thanks for watching.